Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about obsession. I am obsessed with knowing every little thing there is to know about life, about existence. This video will ultimately encourage you to be obsessed with whatever avenue of life you want to pursue. Obsession in one thing or another will lead to the attainment of it. If you are absolutely obsessed with making a certain amount of money a month with your business, if you are absolutely obsessed with ushering in a new earth, if you are absolutely obsessed with being the best version of yourself, it will happen. The entire universe molds to your desires. While desire is a low frequency, and it's important to not operate through that often, if at all, it can lead to some beautiful things. Being so obsessed with something, it lights a fire in your soul. And right now, for me, why I'm feeling called to talk about this video is I am obsessed with learning. If you're not tired because you're thinking about something at night, that's a sign for you to continue pursuing whatever you're obsessed with. Deep down, obsession is directly correlated to creation. If you're obsessed with creating videos, if you're obsessed with documenting your life, if you're obsessed with having an optimal body, if you're obsessed with nutrition, anything, it will literally keep you up at night. And for me right now, I'm obsessed with learning. I feel called and am gravitating towards sacred geometry. I'm gravitating towards learning more as a polymath, right? A Renaissance man. Being a jack of all trades, learning as much as I can. So much so that I simply just don't want to sleep because there's so much to learn. There is so much to learn in the physical realm. That's why I'm super okay with, if I'm not tired, don't go to bed. It's a really important thing to be so obsessed with something in life that it drives you. For most people, it's just a North Star. Like, what is your North Star? Let it guide you. Be obsessed with attaining your North Star goal, whatever it might be. Obsession leads to creation. Creation and obsession are two sides of the same coin. I'm obsessed with creating a life far greater than I could have ever imagined, and affirming that it's going to result in being far greater than I could have ever imagined. So how do you become obsessed? First, what drives you? What are you most passionate about? What are you actually gravitating towards? What are you gravitating towards learning? What are you gravitating towards creating? Whatever you feel called most to talk about, whatever you feel called most to speak out on, whatever you feel most called to use your voice, whatever it may be, let it guide you. Allow it to be your North Star goal. There's so much beauty in the physical realm, and there's so much to learn, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There's so much that you can do with your life. So be obsessed. Get stuck in. Get stuck in on something. Why wouldn't you want to learn everything there is to learn? Why wouldn't you want to study everything there is to study? The moment you settle is the moment you allow yourself into your limiting beliefs and comfort. Don't ever be comfortable, not even for a second. If you feel physically that you're comfortable, just put a thought in your mind saying that this too shall pass. One of the best quotes ever. This too shall pass. Nothing lasts, not even you. You're going to die one day. So, how are people going to remember you? Are they going to remember you by the businesses that you built? How are they going to remember you? Are they going to remember you by the videos that you made? How are they going to remember you? Are they going to remember you by the amount of money that you earned and generated? No, they're not. They are going to remember you by the feeling that you gave them. Live your life so others are better off for having known you. It's a beautiful thing. There's so much to give. There's so much service to be done. Why would you ever want to settle for anything less than what you know you're worthy and capable of? Think about that. Why would you ever want to settle for something that you know you can have more of? Don't settle for anything less than what you wholeheartedly believe you are worthy and capable of. Never settle, never be comfortable. Be obsessed with something. It's inspiring, it's motivating. What would you actually want to do with your life? I know I was born to this vessel for a very definite reason. I know it's far greater than I could have ever imagined. So I'm going to be obsessed with figuring that out. I'm going to pursue so many different avenues to figure out what this all means. Why? Asking why? Why? Why did I reincarnate in this reincarnation? Who am I? Why am I here? What did I reincarnate to do in this reincarnation? Who am I? Why am I here? What did I reincarnate to do in this reincarnation? Asking myself that time and time again until I'll figure it out. One day I'll figure it out. I know I will. So continue to ask the questions. Continue to ask the questions. There's so much to learn. Be obsessed. Be so incredibly obsessed with figuring it out. Be so incredibly obsessed with unconditional love, with joy, happiness. Be obsessed with being the best version of yourself. Never settle. Never settle. Always strive to figure it out. There's so much to learn. There's so much to give. There's so much exploration to be done. Your hero's journey awaits. It's calling to you right now. So start being obsessed. Fall in love with life. Get stuck in. Really, get stuck in. There's so much beauty out there. And it's waiting for you to become obsessed. So be obsessed with something. Be obsessed with life and fall in love with life and everything there is to pursue. I love you. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day.